Hi guys, I know it's been a long time. I missed you guys. I've missed being here and making videos. As promised, I just wanted to make this final video to sort of explain myself, my situation, and talk to you guys for a minute. So most of you know that I lost my dad in September last year, a week after his 68th birthday, unexpectedly. If you haven't been through that, then there's really no way for me to explain to you what it's like, what it feels like, any of that. But going through that now has caused me to contemplate truth. What is truth? The truth of his death, the truth of his life, of this life, of my life, of who I am, of what is my purpose. I have had to watch my children grieve. For each of them, their very first significant loss, and what a huge loss it is for them, and in that I have found, I feel like, a greater understanding, a greater comprehension of what is important in life. I've been spending a lot of time alone, a lot of time in nature. Go to the beach as much as I can, and a lot of time with wise counsel, people that I would consider wise counsel, people who are able to converse with me, ask questions, answer questions, exchange ideas, bring me not comfort, but certainly balm for the loneliness of grief. I've been going through a process of sloughing off a lot of dead skin, if that makes sense. Just getting rid of, and it's a great analogy because it does feel like a cleansing, but just getting rid of friendships and beliefs and things that don't feel right for me anymore. I don't want to say the word resonate, but don't feel right for me anymore. And that sort of brings me to, I'm sorry I keep messing with my hair. It's very puffy today. It's very humid where I am today, and I just feel like, gosh, I look like I've aged 15 years since my last video, but it's fine. It's fine. I probably have. That's probably accurate. 15 years in a few months. So it brings me to why I'm doing this video today, which is really to say goodbye and to say thank you. So I'm having to let go of some things. I'm wanting to let go of some things that I think just aren't supposed to come with me into the next chapter. Tarot is part of that. It served me well for a little while. I enjoyed it while I did it. I don't doubt my own abilities, or that any of it was real. That said, I do think that tarot itself, I haven't been even touching my cards, and the readers that I used to love really haven't resonated with me for a while, and that was true before Dad passed. But so many of the readers to me seem fake. They seem to repeat each other. They seem to repeat themselves a lot. seem to be lying. They seem to be guessing. And more I find myself watching those videos and getting angry and getting defensive, almost like on your behalf. My discernment tells me that most of it is a racket, and it's not something that I want to be a part of anymore. No judgment to the ones who are genuine, and no judgment to those of you who find something in it that you need right now. I get it. I had a dream recently about a black, I want to call it a familiar spirit. That's what comes to mind, a familiar spirit that was in my room with me right here where I'm sitting. Like I was standing in the dream right here, and it was a big black thing, entity, spirit with black wings, and it was menacing only in that it was in my personal space, but that was enough for me to be very frightened. And in an instant from that moment, in an instant in the dream, we were lying in my bed, and I was lying facing this way, and it was lying facing me, and grinning a really awful grin at me, but it didn't feel like it was to scare me. It felt like the grin was because we're in league, we are in cahoots, we are partners in this thing that we're doing. And when I woke up from that dream, gosh, I had a lot of thoughts. I journaled a lot about it. I still think about it. It's not something I want to be partners with. I don't want that sort of thing, whatever that is, to be comfortable with me, to be channeled through me, in any way. I don't know what I think about it, but I have put some thought into that. There are people who don't believe in dark entities, and that's okay if you don't believe in those things. I'm not here to convince you of anything, but I do, in that I believe that there has to be balance. So if there is light, there is also darkness. I don't think that you can believe in one and not believe in the other one. Everything in nature shows us that there's balance. So I do believe that those things exist, and that's not the first of that kind of dream that I've ever had, but it shook me a little bit. Another thing is that I have been drawn, I am being drawn to church. I think for me, maybe because it's familiar, my kids want to go because my dad was a believer, and so he would talk to them about his beliefs. He would talk to them about Christ, talk to them about heaven, and so I really, as a mom, searching for some way to help with this, to help them through this, beyond counseling and the things that you do, I offered, would you like to go and see what that's about? Because I pride myself, I have been prideful about not forcing them into anything and wanting them to make their own choices, but the other side of that is that I also haven't shown them anything except what I believe, and so in that way, I'm not really being as open as I could be. So I decided it would be good for them. I think it would be good for all of us for them to go and see that part of it, and they can decide if they believe in it or not, but I thought that it would be good for them to feel connected to him in that way. The other side of that is that I have a feeling that there is something really big happening for humanity, to humanity, with humanity, and it's even bigger than I previously thought. I know that I've talked to you guys about this before. We talked about that, the path of fear and love and the timeline split and everything. But I don't know if I still think it's that, but something huge is happening. Also connected to that, I'm seeing a disturbing trend towards worship of self, valuing oneself in the extreme. This is on social media, I see a lot, but to the neglect and detriment of others. And I personally, after much thought and consideration, believe the law of attraction and manifesting to be tied up in this, and it disturbs me, and I don't want to be a part of it anymore. Social media is a part of it. Tarot cards are a part of it. And what I really want you to know, and with all my heart and all my love to tarot readers who are genuine and tarot seekers who are genuine, if this doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you. I can only talk about what I think and what I feel, and how to best navigate this for myself. I'm just going to read to you from my paper. Trying to incessantly and obsessively get answers and see the future is a waste of time and takes for granted the life that you have now. Before, when I started this channel, I didn't watch other readers. After losing my people, you guys know, if you've been with me for any amount of time, that I lost my grandmother coming up on 2 years ago, and then now losing my dad. I started watching tarot readers. I started watching mediums. I started seeking that out all of the time. I would get up in the morning and play a video while I'm getting out of bed, while I'm brushing my teeth, while I'm making breakfast. When I go to sleep at night, it was what I listened to for comfort. Just somebody, promising me that something good was going to happen, or telling me it's all going to work out, or searching in those readings and those messages for anything that could be significant to my relationship with my father, my relationship with my grandmother, some kind of sign to let me know something, that I'm not here alone, and I am speaking to and about myself here, but I know that I'm not the only one that does this, and I don't want to be somebody that feeds off of another person's hurt or desperation or grief. So I have stopped. I have unsubscribed to a lot of those things, most of those things, and it's no way to live. It's no way for me to live. It's no way for you to live. And so I want to say thank you, all of you, for all of your emails and your support and your love. I hope that you will continue to grow in whatever direction feels right for you. I hope that you'll continue to create. I hope that you'll continue to spread love. Ask questions and be present and hug your family. Go out into the ocean, plant trees, get your hands in the dirt. Cook meals with your kids, learn a language, live. I probably won't leave this video up for very long. It's really just a virtual hug to the ones of you who really saw me and know me. And if that's you, you know who you are, and I value you more than I can say. I think that's everything I wanted to say. I love you so much. I wish you well. Keep me in your thoughts and your prayers. If you want to do that, I would appreciate you doing that. Thank you for your understanding as well as I move into whatever this new phase is.